Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, I just want to simply talk about one of my favorite TV shows to watch of all time, and that is a show called Battlestar Galactica. Now, why in this particular case? Well, mainly for three very big reasons in my life so far. I'm a very big fan of science fiction, artificial intelligence, and of course the ancient astronaut theory. Now, what the basic plot or premise of the entire show is that your main characters are a group of human beings who are from 12 different planets, or in this case, colonies, and upon finding out that their colonies have been destroyed by a race of robot beings called the Cylons, who had declared war on the human race overall, they have to band together what's left of them in order to form a gigantic convoy out in space of various spaceships of different sizes, colors, and creeds, and they have to travel across the known galaxy to find a new planet to settle on in order to start civilization up again. And of course, the plot twist towards the very beginning of the show is that the planet that they're looking for is a planet called Earth. Now, Battlestar Galactica is definitely a great franchise overall, and the reason I say it's a franchise is because there's two different versions of the story that I just previously mentioned. There is the 1978 original version, and then there's the 2004 remake version of the same story. And where the basic premise is essentially the same in both versions of the franchise, there's two very different ways of going about telling that story in two different ways, of course. The 1978 version deals with much more of an aesthetic of the ancient astronaut theory put forth by Eric von Daniken in his 1968 book Chariots of the Gods, which proposed the theory that our ancestors were supposedly visited by advanced beings from another world altogether, somewhere else in the galaxy, presumably. And it also touched upon another theory called directed panspermia, suggesting that a group of human beings, a group of our human ancestors, by the way, were actually not from Earth, but were actually from another planet somewhere else in the galaxy. And somehow they made the arduous journey all the way here across the galaxy, here to planet Earth in the distant past, and become our and become worshipped as gods and goddesses and so on and so forth. And that was basically the 1978 version, the 1978 original, by the way. Now, as for the 2004 remake version, it became much more of they rewrote the story to be more of a American centric kind of storyline, especially given the recent events of what happened in the United States a couple of years prior. Because since I am posting this video on the anniversary of a certain tragic event that occurred over 20 plus years ago now, it seems fitting that I'm talking about a franchise that has also been influenced by the real life tragedy of September 11th, 2001, essentially, which is basically along the same drum beat as it was in real life as it is in the show, the remake, by the way. Whereas there is a huge tragedy that befalls the group of characters in the story, and they have to find a way to come to terms with the new reality, the new normal that they have to face every single day. Not to mention, add to that the fear and paranoia that also comes along with not trusting anyone in the first place as well. So basically, overall, Battlestar Galactica, whether it's the 2004 remake or the 1978 original, is one of the greatest science fiction franchises that, quite frankly, in my personal opinion, is quite underrated as I'll get out. And it's just one of those shows that deserves more respect and more love now more than ever, because the threat of nuclear war and the emergence of artificial intelligence and the eventual colonization of space and the solar system, by that matter, and of course the very theories of ancient astronauts and being able discover artifacts that are not of this earth and finding out that we're not alone in the first place. It's making this entire franchise way more relevant today than it ever was before, back in the 1970s or even in the 2000s for that matter. So so if you haven't watched any version of this show by now, I personally recommend anyone who's curious enough to want to watch it. So basically, that's it on that. And with that being said, my name is Jacob Carlson, and I recommend Battlestar Galactica to anyone who hasn't seen it yet. So please remember to like the video, comment something you like or don't like. If there's something about Battlestar Galactica that you like or don't like, please let me know down in the comment section down below. Please remember to press the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a future upload on my YouTube channel anytime soon. And I'll always ask that you please share the video with all the people you know and love in life on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days. And I would always ask that you please take care of each other out there, be nice to one another, and as always, I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.